How you doing? I hope you're well. I want to talk about money today. I feel like my inbox is being bombarded with offers and discounts and percentages and buy now and carts closing and all of it. All of it. And I know that I will feel lots of things during this period of Black Friday and buying stuff, and I have lots of conflicting views about it. I will be buying a couple of things in the Black Friday sales, but I certainly won't be going mad. And I really want to always purchase with mindfulness and not just buy stuff that is going to sit in a cupboard. I really noticed that when we moved into this house that I only wanted to fill it with things that we loved, that things that we really liked. But today I want to talk about money because when we're going through this process of witnessing lots of different people's marketing, inevitably it brings up ideas for our small business. So we might think, oh, I might try that, or oh, that was an interesting way that they made that discount, or maybe I should tweak my business model to be like that. And I would say, yes, absolutely. Try all of those things, but do this first. If you can do this part first, it's going to help everything else. So, what most people do is they might consider their business model from a profit first scenario. So they might say, right, I'm going to put this price, or I'm going to have this kind of business because this is the kind of money that I want to have. And the thing is, even if you price those offerings, those services at a particular price point, it doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to sell them. It doesn't mean that that money is going to be in your bank account. So you might do all those numbers, you might do those sums, and it might look good on paper. But unless you've done the bit before, it's not going to convert for you. And the bit before is to think about your life first. What do you want your life to look and feel like? As in, if you know what's important to you, what your values are, what you want to see and feel and be in your week. So maybe you are somebody that loves flexibility, that possibility of working from anywhere. Maybe you're somebody who really doesn't want to interact with humans and would rather have a completely online course where you never have to leave the house or leave your sofa. There are so many different forms of this. And I have so many clients saying, what should I offer? Like, is this a membership? Is this a group program? Is this one-on-one? How much should I charge? And before I help them to answer any of those questions, I always go to your life first. I ask you those questions around what's important. What is your version of success? How much money do you want to earn? How many hours do you want to work? Because unless you know that part, what can happen is you put all these things together and then it doesn't work for your lifestyle or your circumstances. Or secondly, there's a lack of alignment. So it might, maybe like dating, maybe you've been in certain scenarios where like they look good on paper, like that it feels like we should be a match, but yet there's no spark. That's kind of what it's like with your services, your offerings, your products, everything that you put out into the world, the way that you help people. Unless you establish that spark, unless you have that relationship with those, it doesn't matter how much you market or how much you talk about them, because people can feel it. If you're not connected with them, if you haven't done that work as to, okay, this is how I'm going to set up my business, and to do it with discernment, to do it with thought and care and knowing why you're doing what you're doing, it's going to help you. So already, if you're coming to the end of this year and you're thinking about money goals for next year, and you're thinking about maybe hitting a big number for yourself. I know myself that I have a money goal that I want to do by my next birthday. But I really, before I picked that number, I really did the work around what would that mean for my life? Am I able to be in alignment and work with that number given my circumstances, given the other things that are important to me? So, for example, if I didn't do that, I could choose a business model that was meant that I was working all of the time and I was on live calls all the time. And, I had to be available to X, Y, and Z. And that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work for my family at the moment. And also, one of my values is that I want to be around. I want to be around for my kids and not doing that situation where mummy's always like in another room doing something else and I'm unavailable. I want to be available. I mean, I want to go to the bathroom by myself, but I want to have that flexibility so I can change things around and not be just kind of stuck in my calendar or stuck within working hours. I want to have a bit of flexibility within that. So if you're thinking about, okay, I've kind of got the number, I know where I want to go next, I know how I want to work, or maybe you've got the number already, maybe you've done the number previously, but you just want to do it in a different way, go to my money section of my website. There is a pricing and packaging course that will help you design your pricing menu. This is really important to do because you knowing why you're doing what you're doing is going to help everything else. Meaning, you will know which parts of your business are your freebies, which are your high-end things, which are your things for people who are like, I'm kind of ready, but I don't want to do the big all-in thing. Like, have you got a taster of something? You know how that pricing ladder is going to work for you. Equally, you can really think about how you want to sell them, how you want to deliver them, and go into really creating an income pie that works for you, that feels good and meets your money goals and meets who you want to be in the world and meets you, the best version of you, how you want to feel, and give you everything you want to be, do, and have, all of it. If you want to find out more, do go to the money section of my website, which is just nickyraby.com. It's under the Get Started scenario, and that's it. Or if you want to do this work one-on-one, just book a pick and mix session with me. I am taking people towards the end of this year and early into next now. So obviously lots of those spots are going to go. So if you want to do this work and do a pick and mix session, can even do face-to-face, which is such a beautiful thing. I love doing the face-to-face work too. Let's grab a notebook, pen and paper, and get you cracking for the year ahead. All right, I'm sending lots of love as always, and I'll speak to you very soon.